Speaking of potential bullshit, though, actually, I don't think it's bullshit. By way of person's name on social media is Fight Ghost, but I know the reporter, I think or maybe not the reporter, I think they won the rankers for the transnational ranking, whatever. They're one of those guys, right? He is reporting by way of Dave Meltzer, who's a longtime industry insider, talking about Anthony Joshua making $75 million for the Ruiz rematch. Big Baby Miller recently came out as well and said the same. David Bixenspan, a pro wrestling journalist, I think he works for Sports Illustrated, he mentioned that Saudi Arabia has given the WWE over $50 million for each event for a lump sum, and that this isn't entirely out of the realm of possibility. So when he said that, it made it a little bit more or a little bit less far-fetched. That's $75 million upfront sum for Anthony Joshua, because it looks like that's what they're paying over there. Wow. Thoughts, guys, on AJ potentially making $75 million via the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
I want to touch on two things there. First, you said professional wrestling journalist. I didn't know that was like a career, like a WWE journalist. Mm-hmm. That's a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gary, you do realize, like, when SmackDown happens on, like, Fox, they get 5 million viewers, right?
No, I know. I just don't know how you investigate it. Like, all right. I didn't know professional wrestling. It doesn't sound a little funny to you, Matt? I'm a professional wrestling journalist.
Well, there's journalists about movies and TV shows, and that's completely fabricated and fake.
I guess, yeah. All right, like entertainment journalist. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
It just sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it?
It does. Now you know why Andy Ruiz was holding out for so much more money. Like, if there's that kind of money in the fight, and you're offering him 75, I may be contractually obligated to 8 or 9 or whatever he agreed to, but I'm going to try my dangest to weasel some more money out, because I didn't know there was that much. You know, he was getting 75. So, I mean, if that's true, now you know why Andy Ruiz did not want to make the rematch official.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's. I know some have been like, no way, there's no way he's getting this. But, you know, what is it? Site fees rumored between, was it 50 and 100 million? I don't think there's been solid reporting on the actual number. You've got, I guess, Joshua will have all kinds of sponsorship. He's going to have UK pay-per-view. Yeah, I don't see it's like out of the realms of possibility. It sounds high, but I wouldn't rule it out. I know Big Baby said, I've heard Joshua's getting 75 million just to go to Saudi Arabia. So he was confirming the fact that I will fight anyone in Saudi Arabia. So if that kind of money's knocking around. So it seems to me maybe a bit on the higher end of what it probably is, but I wouldn't say it's beyond the realms of possibilities. But
they picked Saudi Arabia for a reason. That reason was money, right? They didn't
No. It was just a neutral venue, Gary. Come on.
Right. They picked it for a reason, because they were giving them the bag to go there.
Yeah.
If you would have said 50, I would have said, okay, now this is 50% more than 50, but it's like that's probably a high end estimate, so it's probably 65, 70. But like, you know, they're paying them a lot to go over there. Like, there's a reason why they chose to go to such a godforsaken place.
And I quickly top dog box and saying 75 million for the card or one fighter, because obviously the WWE example I brought up, that was for the event, right? It was 50 million for the WWE to come to Saudi Arabia. I would assume it would be for the event to come, but AJ is getting a lion's share of that because he's the A side and he's the top billing. And
I mean, it is the 100 million that is the top end of what has been the reporting of it. If there's 100 million in the pot, Joshua's getting what, 75 or 70. Ruiz getting a reported what, 10, 11. You know, there's still, say it's 70 and then 10. There's still 20 million left, right?
Oh no, there's a lot. Like he's again getting a lion's share of that. For example,
Yeah. So there's still 20 million, even if Joshua's taking 70 and Ruiz is having 10. That's 20 million left of the. If it was 100 million pot.
Sorry, I thought you were done. For anyone that wants to know how that like big fight business works, the Canelo Amir Khan full financial like documentation got disclosed via the Golden Boy Al Heyman lawsuit. I want to say there's that lawsuit specifically. So if you want to like find out what the back end money looks like, how much it is, how much does a guy like Canelo get out of the event total revenue, a la AJ for his sort of respective brand and promoter, Matchroom and Sky and everything, he's getting a lion's share of it as well. You can see how they're making 3 or 4 times maybe than what is disclosed on paper. And God knows what's going to be disclosed on here, or even if we're going to find that out, because it's the Saudi Arabia Boxing Commission, last time I checked, that has jurisdiction of this event. God knows how that's going to go. But moving on, I think we're all in agreement that this number seems at least likely for the event, and AJ is 100% guaranteed to get the lion's share of that. Whether this is $75 million purely to AJ, yet to be seen. But regardless, clearly it was a huge money grab, and we knew that from the get-go. Like, this isn't really shocking at all.
Yeah, and people said he shouldn't take the rematch straight away.
Well, now he should.
Yes.
And that's why after he loses again and gets knocked out quicker, he should retire. Enjoy your $75 million.
What was that at the end? That hand gesture.
Take the $75 million and be gone.
75 mil.
75 mil. Deuces.
Oh, deuces. Okay, I got you.
He'll never be heavyweight champion again, but he's still rich.
Gary, you're going crazy right now. He'll never be heavyweight champion again.
If you gave me $75 million right now, I would never work another day in my life.
Well, you wouldn't be here right now?
Oh, I'd be here. Yeah, I'd be here. That's true.
No, you wouldn't. I wouldn't be here. I'll be honest, guys. If I got $75 million, I would not do MCR, guys. Sorry. But that's not going to happen.
Would you send me a really generous super chat if I carried it on, Matt?
I will have a chauffeur come pick you up every day and drive you to work, Rob.
Look, if I got a cool $75 million, Rob, you're guaranteed to get at least $5 million of that.
Right, that's on public record. Get in.
Yeah, first he's got to get $75 million, and then the 5 of that.
But, all right, I'm in on it. He hasn't promised you anything yet, Gary. So, in your face.
Gary can have like my PS4 or something.
I want that.
Not bad, Gary. Not bad.
Hey, retail price $400.
Sit on that couch.
You know, moving on.
You don't want that couch.
You know what? I'll give Gary my equipment. You know, so he can keep doing like 3D boxing blog with like all my mixers and everything. He can do all that. There you go. See. Because if I have $75 million or $70 million after I give Rob 5, I can go buy more equipment and better equipment. Not an issue. Moving on, though.